fuck is menu?
And it's brown bar.
Yo, they're fucking white!
Oh, you're insane.
He's 100% cheating, dude. That is so insane. Oh my gosh. If you've been with my channel for the last month or even the last couple weeks, you'll probably know that normally I post strategical content or operator how-tos, but I can't post that kind of content today. I have to post something that's kind of out of the norm for me. So I just want to get straight into it. And I just want you guys to know the truth about what's really going on with Rainbow Six Siege and what's really going on with me right now. The truth is I'm really struggling. And the reason I'm struggling is because over the last, I'd say, 3 to 6 months, cheaters have basically taken over the game. Cheaters have always been a problem in Rainbow Six Siege, but never, at least never as long as I've been playing it, it's never been to the degree that it is today. And to be honest, it's just wearing me down. Rainbow Six Siege is a very competitive, very creative game. To do well in Rainbow Six Siege, it requires you to know a lot about the game, to have experience playing the game, to have relatively good aim and accuracy, gun skill basically, and most importantly to me, it requires you to be creative. It requires you to think outside the box. But as of late, I just haven't had any creativity. I haven't had any drive to try to strat out, to be creative and compete. And it's just because I just don't feel like there's any point. It just feels like wasted effort. Why try really hard to win when someone's just gonna wallbang you across the map anyway? Why try to be creative and try to come up with new strategies when someone's just gonna pre-fire your head as soon as you come around the corner because they already know where you are? I want to let you guys know that I take this game seriously and I take competition seriously. And I really wish that Ubisoft would take it seriously. But it just, as far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like they do. Before this video is over, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on what would actually fix the cheating problem. And I'm also going to try to train you guys. A lot of you guys don't understand how many people are cheating. You think that you watch your replay, or maybe you don't even watch your replay, and you think that the other player is just better than you. And of course, there's going to be players that are better than you. There's lots of players that are better than you, but I think you don't understand how many people are cheating against you. You just don't know how to, know. The companies that offer these cheats have done a very good job at making it discreet for the majority of the people that cheat. These are actual companies, guys, that are selling the cheats to people. It's not some sort of black market, hidden dark web thing. It's right there on the internet. It's easy to find. And the thing that I think would actually fix the cheating problem, maybe not permanently, maybe not for good, but it would do a hell of a lot more than bAd.T5 is doing, is actually suing the companies, going after the companies that are offering these hacks to the player base. Your average person doesn't know how to hack the game, guys. They just don't. They don't have those kinds of skills. They have to go to these companies in order to cheat. So if you go after the companies and you sue them and you shut them down, then how are they going to cheat? If someone does cheat, it's going to be incredibly rare. It'll be so uncommon to see a cheater, and it'll probably be a blatant cheater. It won't be a discreet cheater where they've got everything all, hush hush about it. It'll be very obvious because these companies are acting like they're normal, legit businesses, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal what they're doing. Tampering with someone else's game, probably against their consent, and I doubt Ubisoft is getting a commission from it, right? I mean, can you imagine if Ubisoft was getting a commission from that? So if they're not, then do you see where I'm getting at here? Like, it's illegal what they're doing, but they pass it off like it's completely normal thing for you to do. I'm talking about the hacker websites. Go after the hacker websites, shut them down, and problem solved. But for some reason, this seems to not, I don't know. Maybe it's way harder than that. Maybe it's not that simple, but it sure seems simple to me. If it were my game and I had the billions of dollars that they have to go after a couple small guys trying to tamper with my game, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Just trust me, they have the resources to shut it down. What I don't know is why they're not making a bigger effort to. Because BAD.T5, guys, it's a band-aid. Here's how BAD.T5 works as far as we can tell. BAD.T5 basically waits for you to report people, and whenever they get reported enough, they get removed. That's a band-aid. That's not a preventative solution. It's a, ouch, I got a cut, now it's time to put a band-aid on it. Instead of saying, well, how did you get cut in the first place? Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. So like I said before the video is over, I'm gonna be training you guys how to recognize, or at least try to spot, cheaters that are using cheats discreetly. Because if Ubisoft isn't going to take this problem seriously, then maybe the player base will. But unfortunately, I don't have a lot of confidence in the player base either. It's actually crazy how many people are ready to dismiss that someone is cheating. I'll say, oh, that guy is cheating, and they'll instantly tell me without any kind of knowledge that they're not cheating. They'll instantly say, oh no, he's just better, and you're bad. You're just bad at the game. I'm not the best player out there, but I am not bad at this game, guys. I'm not. I've been playing it every single day for about a year now, and I'm telling you, I can tell the difference between someone who's just outplayed me or caught me off guard or just droned me out and killed me. Like, I know the difference between that and someone who is not legitimate, who is cheating, who is walling, who is aim assisting, aim botting. I know the difference. Most of the time I can tell the difference. There's only a few cases where I'm really not sure. My hope is that by trying to train you guys how to identify cheaters, that maybe you can be more vigilant about reporting these people and trying to get their accounts removed and banned as soon as possible. I've seen some of y'all's comments say that I am your new favorite Rainbow Six Siege content creator, and you don't know what that means to me. If I really am your new favorite Rainbow Six content creator, then I have a huge favor to ask you. And the favor is that you pay attention when you're playing the game. You look at the stats, you look at the player, you watch your replays, and you report people that are suspicious. That's a favor that I'm asking you. And I'm kind of just at a loss, guys. I don't really know how to play the game without being competitive. I don't really know how to play the game without being creative. And the cheaters have just kind of taken both of those things away from me. And I try. I do. I get in the game and I try to be competitive. I try to be creative, but always that thought on the top of my mind that's just distracting and taking away is, are they cheating, man? And even in games, I'll go into a new game and I'll be feeling good, and I'll be thinking about what I need to do in the game and being creative even and being competitive, and then I'll just get shut down by some wall bang one tap, just like bullshit, and that's just it, man. It just shuts me down instantly. And to be honest with you, I just want to turn off the game and find something else to do. And that's really upsetting to me. I remember really enjoying this game. I remember really having a lot of fun with my friends, with my team, being competitive, trying to figure out how to get better. Just the stuff of Rainbow Six Siege, trying to improve, be strategical, learn new operators, all that stuff. But I just have to be honest. I just don't have a lot of those drives anymore, and it's concerning to me. And it's so concerning to me that I want to make this video about it, about trying to bring awareness to people. Maybe if I can just get some people to open their eyes, man, about what's going on, about the cheaters, then maybe we can get some more cheaters removed, reported. I don't know, guys. Really, I mean, I'm just one guy. All I can do is report people whenever I see it, and really that's every single game. Every single game I'm having to report somebody because of how just blatant cheating they are. It's just obvious to me at this point. And when it's not obvious, I'm always thinking about it. I mean, ultimately, the reason I'm making this video, guys, is because I kind of need your help. I mean, what do we do? Do we just quit playing the game? Do we give it a break? I mean, how is there another way of dealing with it? How do we deal with it? And for those of you that, you know about the cheater problem and you're very aware of it, if you're staying positive about the game and you're still having fun and enjoying it, please let me know how you're doing that. I'll take any advice as far as mentality goes about the cheaters. How do you deal with the cheaters mentally? How do you approach that? Yeah. How do you go into each game? What's your approach? What do you do? How do you think about it? Do you ignore it? Do you acknowledge it and accept it? What's your trick? If you got tricks on what you do to still enjoy the game and you're actually still performing well, then please put it in the comments. I really would like to know. All right, I want to show you guys how to spot cheaters and all the things to look for, because believe it or not, there are a lot of indicators, a lot of signs that will tell you whether someone is cheating or not. And a lot of times, if they don't cheat blatantly, you can pretty easily put it together by all of these little, I don't know what you call them, I guess, clues that they're not legit. The first step to recognizing if there's cheaters, of course, to watch your replay. Don't skip it. And one of the indicators is to see if there is a yellow ping right on your location. There are cheats now that are taking advantage of the yellow ping system, and basically the cheater can just press a button and there will be a magical yellow ping right where you are, regardless of whether there's a drone or a camera or any sort of observation tool nearby. So watch your replays, especially if you keep dying to this person. Is there always a yellow ping? Because oftentimes there will be. Another clue, but is more of a gut feeling, is that they seem to always know where you are. Even if you're in a very obscure place where people wouldn't normally check, or they wouldn't part of the map maybe they wouldn't normally go to, but they seem to just come right to where you already are. Despite there being no drones, or even if you're holding perfectly still, they'll just come straight to where you are. You keep getting wall banged by the same guy. One wall bang could be lucky, depending on whether they already had information on you or whether they heard you. But if they wall bang you multiple times in the same game, that's a pretty solid indicator that they're cheating. And when they do wall bang you, pay attention to whether they're actually strafing around looking for you through the wall, trying to shoot at where you could be, or if they just go straight to your head and where you already are. That's a big one. Are they just looking right where you are already? Pay attention. Or did they just shoot through the wall and then they got you? They're looking at you through the walls. This one is probably one of the most common ones and most difficult to recognize, because a lot of people just pass it off as good game sense and knowing where people are coming from, but actually pay attention to their crosshair. Are they already looking at you? When they peeked from behind that corner, did they have to find you and then correct their aim to where you are? Or did they already know where you were in the room and were already basically aiming at you before they peeked you? These are the kind of subtleties you need to look for. Big difference between peeking a room and then course correcting your aim than peeking a room already aiming exactly where you are. There is a very big difference, although it can be hard to see. You can never catch them by surprise. You could be doing something that you always do that always works to catch people by surprise, but somehow they already know. They continuously hit insane shots, stuff that you see on some of your favorite content creators. Just crazy stuff. And they have just immaculate flicks. Again, there are very good players out there that can do this kind of thing, but every single time on every single person while being peeked by 2 people at once. You have to pay attention to these sorts of things to know whether you're really being bested by a good player or whether you're being taken advantage of by cheaters. One guy is doing all the work on the other team. Usually when they have just one cheater on the team or just one good cheater, one guy, whether he's a low plat, gold, diamond champion, whatever he is, will be doing almost all of the killing, and everyone else will have very few kills. This is so common in a cheater lobby. What's going on is the cheater is just boosting their friends, either because they're being paid to or just because they're buddies or whatever. For whatever reason, they're boosting the guys that aren't actually good at the game. They're just carrying them to higher ranks, basically. They have a 1.5 or higher KD and a 60% or above win rate. I'll say it and I keep saying it. Are these stats impossible? Definitely not. They are very uncommon though. Very uncommon. Especially if you're seeing 70% win rates and 1.7, 1.6 KDs. Very likely, guys, that they're cheating. And the biggest giveaway of all is the low level, the low XP. And what I'm talking about is, you know how it takes level 50 to get to play ranked, right? You have to play casual or unranked until you get there. A lot of these guys are under 100 level. They'll be level like 52. They just started playing ranked. They'll be level 60, 65. They'll be level 80. They'll be really low levels on average. I can't tell you how many times I've been destroyed by a lobby full of people under 100 level XP. And if the guy you suspect is cheating is on your team and he has a mic, ask him what his ult account is. At first, he won't know what to say to that. Or he'll tell you, I'm not telling you. Or he'll make excuses as to why not to tell you his alt account name. But get this, in about a minute or two, he'll have an account name for you. That's because what he did is, to try to not get reported, is he went and found somebody that has a diamond level account that's really good at the game. He found an account. And he's just going to tell you that that's his main account. They don't want to get banned. They don't want to get removed by bAd.T5. So they'll tell you whatever bullshit they need to, in hopes that you won't, and the rest of the lobby won't report them. But to be quite honest with you, you cannot just look at the stats anymore to wonder if someone's a cheater. The stats won't tell you. They'll lie to you. Cheaters in 2021 come in all shapes and sizes now. I've seen cheaters with 0.5 and 0.6 KDs. That's not considered a good KD at all by anyone's standards. So you might be wondering, well, if they always cheat, how can they have such a bad KD? It's because they started out with a bad KD. They're bad at the game, and that's why they're cheating. So all of the kills, all of the wins that they've gotten from all the cheating hasn't caught up. It's still showing you the stats of how they used to play without the cheats. The cheats is a subscription, guys. You have to pay for it daily, weekly, monthly, whatever kind of plans they have. It's not a buy it and then it's yours thing. So they turn that stuff off and it's back to being crappy at the game, which is going to plummet their KD again. They don't reinforce important things. I see this all the time in cheater lobbies. They don't reinforce anything. They don't make rotates because they don't need to. And some of the cheaters don't even know because they don't play the game legit. So how will they know which walls need reinforced? Besides, that's boring. They can just wallbang you through all the walls anyways. And they don't bring the right operators. Things like Bandit, Cade, Jaeger, stuff you really need to win a round. Really important stuff that most all of you guys would make sure to bring in a ranked game because you want to win. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it. I'm running out of steam. I'm running out of steam for this, guys. I don't want to run out of steam. I want it to be an eternal fire of motivation to continue to be better at this game and to make strategy videos for you guys. I love making the strat videos to make operator how-tos. I love learning a new operator. I really do. And trying to figure out, you know, how to make it practical, or if they are practical. I love all of that. I love all of those aspects of Siege, but I just don't feel like I can have those things, those drives, those ambitions, and just have fun with cheaters just running around ruining everything. It drains me instantly, guys. I don't. If some of you guys are staying positive about it, I don't know how you do it. And like I said, please put it in the comments, your mentality about this huge issue that is just going unresolved. And please, if I missed anything as far as how to recognize cheaters go, or how you've recognized cheaters, please let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on that. All right, guys. Have a great day.